Hey guys, it's Heather here of Cash Flowing Life, and today I'm going to answer a question that I have been seeing floating around over on Instagram in the debt-free community, and I think it's because people are starting to plan their spring and summertime. The question is, should I go on vacation while I'm on my debt snowball? I don't know. Should you? Here is what I did. I've told this story before. In 2012, I started my debt snowball in December, and I had about $19,000 in debt. It was a combination of credit cards and student loans. I paid my debt off. I was debt free in October of 2014. So it took me about 21 months, I guess. I paid my debt off beginning of October. I believe it was October 8th. I'll have to double check my Facebook. Should you go on vacation while you're on baby step 2? Here are some questions that I'm going to ask you to help you answer that question. How in debt are you? How long is it going to take you to get out of debt with your current situation or current income? How much are you wanting to spend on your vacation? The last question, is this going to completely derail you, or is it going to re-energize you? For me, in my situation, we decided to start planning to do a trip in April of 2014. So I would have been on my debt snowball journey for 15, 16 months. So I was a little over my halfway point. At that time, that first year of getting out of debt, I really cut my lifestyle down because I am a natural spender. I love going shopping. I love going and getting coffee. I love the little things in life a little bit too much, and I love them kind of every day. I love going to Target. I love shopping. I love redecorating the house. So spending was a big problem for me. My first year of getting out of debt was really focused on working on my spending, and I basically didn't buy any new clothes that first year unless I needed like a new pair of workout pants or something, because I'm gonna tell you, my thighs rub together, and any woman who has thighs that rub together knows that you get holes in your pants. So I couldn't be working out in leggings with holes in them. So I did buy a few pairs of those, but really, I just made do with what I had. By April of 2014, I was really getting burnt out. And my husband and I hadn't, well, I guess he was still my boyfriend then. It had been 2 years since we had taken a trip, and that trip was to Yosemite National Park. We just ended up camping. I was really itching to go somewhere. So we started talking in January. Okay, where do we want to go? How much is it going to cost us? So we actually ended up deciding to go to Moab, Utah, because Arches National Park was like a big hitter on our explore list. So we started doing some research, and we decided that we were going to drive there from the Portland, Oregon area. Really long drive, southern Idaho. So boring. We did it in one day on our way there and on our way back. So we ended up staying in town for 5 whole days, and then 2 of those days were traveling days. We weren't really sure about camping because we ended up going in April and the temperatures vary. I didn't want to be freezing in the middle of the night. We actually ended up staying in a hostel called the Lazy Lizard Hostel, and it only cost us, we had our own cabin, a shared kitchen and shared bathroom. It was like $30 or $35 a night. So with that said, we're going to the national parks. We brought our bikes with us. It was a really low cost trip. I think the entire trip ended up costing us like $900. And then we split that 50-50, and none of our finances were combined at that point because we weren't married. But after going on that trip, it made me realize what life could be like once I got out of debt and got the rest of my stuff together. Coming back from that vacation, I felt re-energized. I felt excited to get going. And I think with being self-employed, I'm a massage therapist, and I am a firm believer that my clients can tell when I need a break and they can tell when I'm under stress, whether I'm telling them or not. Honestly, it's all in our body language, and as a massage therapist, you're touching people all the time. So whether you believe it or not, there is a transfer of energy. And I remember feeling so much different after we came back from that trip, and I started actually getting clients rebooking more frequently. I can't say no, don't go on vacation when you're on baby step 2, because I did, and it did so much for me, for my mindset, for my mood, for my attitude, for getting intense again on getting out of debt. And if you can budget for it and you don't have to go out of debt and it's not going to hinder your debt snowball by too much, I say go for it. And in the long term, it only added an extra month to my debt snowball. But honestly, in February and March of 2014 of doing baby step 2, I was in burnout mode that I wasn't sticking to my budget. So the question is, if I wouldn't have recognized that I needed time away, I needed to do some enjoying of life a little bit, would I have delayed that even longer through November or December or even January of 2015? So I think that you have to know your personality. You have to be able to honestly ask yourself, is this trip going to hit the refresh and restart button, or is it going to bring me into a downward spiral of spending and continue to get me off track? That's just my opinion. That's what I experienced during baby step 2. And honestly, it's up to you to decide whether that's right for you or not. I hope that this was helpful if you're struggling with that decision. If you are, leave me a comment in the comments below. And I want to know, if you're on baby step 2, have you gone on vacation yet? Is that something that you're doing or planning on or working into the budget so you can have some downtime? And just let me know. All right, guys, I've said before, I'm really wanting to grow this channel, so if you can give this video a like, if you like it, of course. And if you're interested in seeing more videos like this, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Bye.